All right, today on the ropes, I have Coach Kenny Ellis. How you doing today?
What's up? I'm all right. How you doing?
Man, let's talk about what you want to talk about today.
The injuries and deaths in the ring.
Correct.
Boxers, this last 2 or 3 months, 4 boxers died in the ring. And a lot of people are assuming that it's from the punch because they watching the fight and they see the fighter get hit and fall on the canvas and they think that the punch killed. That's what caused the blood clot, and that's not the case. Not saying that it's not the case in some fights, but 90% of the cases, it's not the clot is not from being hit in the head.
Now, I don't know if you had a chance to see Max Kellerman give his commentary on weigh-ins the day before as to same-day weigh-ins. What is your thoughts on that?
The day before was better. But they think it's from dehydration. If it's from dehydration and they say do a same-day weigh-in, the fighter is more dehydrated, still dehydrated if they're going to do the same weigh-in because they haven't had a chance to hydrate back up. So it's more dangerous to do the same day weigh-in. Give them a chance to hydrate overnight. I mean, the day before. Then they do the weigh-in the day before the fight and they hydrate overnight and get in the ring. If you don't do the weigh-in the day before the fight, you do the same day weigh-in, they're going to still be hydrated. Less fluid they're going to have on their brain when they get in the ring the day of the fight.
Now, talk about the dangers involved with that if you do a same-day weigh-in.
The same-day weigh-in, you didn't get a chance to hydrate back up. Even the fighters that don't have to put on that much weight, they still have to hydrate back up. If they don't hydrate back up, they're going to have less fluid on the brain when they get hit. So if you hydrate overnight and do the weigh-in the day before the fight, you will have more fluid on your brain. So the day before is better to weigh in. A lot of them people just talking and don't even know what's going on. They're not in these camps to watch these fighters train for 8 to 10 weeks for these fights. You know what I mean? So it has nothing to do with the deaths in the ring is not even from the dehydration. We're gonna get into that a little bit later, but it's not even that. That's not what is causing the blood clots.
What is actually you think causing that?
I've been around boxing for 38, almost 40 years, and 90% of these fighters get blood clots from the brain. People won't think I'm crazy when I say this. It's the fighter that take the long plane flights to the event. They get in the ring, they box, and they get hit. But I think a lot of these fighters are getting blood clots from the plane flight that they take. I know people outside of boxing, never fought a day in their life, don't even play sports. They travel and they get blood clots a week later after they travel on airplanes. They get it in their lungs, in the legs, it travels up to the lung, it goes to the brain. And what's happening, these fighters, you can do your research. Most of the 90% of the fighters that died in the ring, it was the fighter that took the flight. The last 2-3 months, we had, how many died in the ring?
4. This year 4. We had 4 die this year.
I guarantee you, 3 out of the 4 took a plane flight. And what's happening, they get in the ring 5 days later, 4 days later, and they boxing, and we see them take a punch, and they fall dead, and we think the punch caused the clot. It's not the punch, it was the plane flight that they took. And at the same time, they're still a little bit dehydrated. So it's a combination of both, but most of it is the blood clot that's caused from the plane flight. Even with, about 25 years ago, 26 years ago, Gervonta, he fought Nigel Benn in England. He took a flight to England. He took one knee during the fight. He was winning the fight. He bowed down on one knee on his own and said something don't feel right. It wasn't from the punches, it's from the fight he took. You understand what I'm saying? They need to research that.
See, people don't understand with those long flights, man. That takes a toll on the body.
They ask you on the airplane to stand up and walk around sometimes so you won't form a clot. If you sit still for hours and you get that blood clot, it can travel anywhere. And then that's what's happening. You get off the plane 4 or 5 days later, you drop dead. I'm not talking about boxers, I'm talking about just citizens, period. But fighters, they get there a week earlier and they in the ring 4 or 5 days later, and they boxing and the clot move from the leg to wherever, and they drop dead. Now, all of the fighters that were killed in the ring, some of them had kidney failure, didn't know it, but they dropped dead. Then that caused a clot, but 90% of them is from the plane flight. Now, you can go on Google and you Google fighters that died. I guarantee the one that died is the one that took the flight, the long flight. I've asked anybody to research it for yourself.
Because it's such a big spotlight on what you see going on with that right now, everybody's talking about it. You know, death in the ring, death in the ring. Do you see rule changes coming about because of this? Because they're not doing any research?
I see rules, but they investigate the wrong. It's not from the punch. It's not from. Dehydration plays a role, but it's nowhere near the role that the blood clot, the plane fights, cause. It's from the plane flight. Because people walk around, don't even play sports, and they be dehydrated the whole year. And wonder why they're sick. When they go to the hospital, they get IV because they've been dehydrated for a year and didn't know. So it's not that. It's the blood clot from the airplane flights. You know, Dooku Kemp years ago, Boom Boom Man Senior. But he wasn't supposed to fight anymore before he got in the ring. But 9 times out of 10, the plane flight caused a blood clot and it traveled and killed him. So I ask anybody to investigate, research it yourself, and I guarantee you the fighters that drop dead in the ring are the ones that took their plane flight. You know what I'm saying? And some fighters didn't, they fought in their hometown and died, but before that fight, they might have traveled somewhere a week ago on the plane, but they fought in hometown and dropped dead. It's the blood clot that's causing the planes from catching the airplane, you know what I mean?
You know, I had asked Bernard Hackett about this, you know, because it was a Neurological Rehabilitation Institute study by Brookhaven saying that 90% of the boxers suffer a brain injury at some extent in their career. But he was saying that that's with any sport. He said he felt that boxing was probably one of the safest sports. You said look at a sport like football where you got the helmets and everything else. They have weapons.
Boxing, if you can Google the statistics, man, it's way down on the list. Especially, I'm talking with amateur boxing also, with people getting injured compared to any other sport. Even with the amateur sport, more kids die each year playing football, basketball, baseball, lacrosse than they do boxing.
That's exactly what his point was.
So boxing is one of the most safest sports. You know what I mean?
Maybe because it's such a spotlight, because it's one of the last gladiator sports.
We had so many deaths back to back in the last 90 days. Now everybody, like the commissioners, are all scared. They don't want nobody to die when they clock. But it's not from the punch. It's from the plane flights at high altitude, and they cause that blood clot to travel.
You know, one of the things they also talked about, I guess pretty much on social media, not too much with the boxing media himself, was should promotional companies start paying health insurance for the fighters? I want to get your thoughts on that, because, you know, Bernard was like, you know, I would say no.
We have no coverage, man. The only sport boxing it's like a lonely man sport, because it is a high risk sport, you know. But I still think football is way more high than boxing. But I guess the insurance would help.
His thought process was, you know, maybe not because they're independent contractors with the promotional companies. That might hurt a lot of smaller promotional companies to where you won't have the ability to provide more fighters on a card if they go that route.
It would definitely hurt the companies. So I understand where you're coming from, but just for the fighter's sake, you know, it's still good. Either way, you know what I mean? Either way.
Yeah, because you never know, you know, like you said, with that one punch, and then next thing you know, you're in the hospital, you got millions of dollars in medical bills because it costs so much, because of the healthcare industry. You know, one of the things I do recommend for young fighters, though, being in the funeral business, is definitely have life insurance.
Life insurance.
That would be very important, especially if you got a family.
That should be mandatory, life insurance. I agree.
Man, I see you got the shirt on,
man,
Coach.
I'm gonna rock this. When you get the new ones, I want one.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's interesting that, you know, right now what you see with Mayweather Promotion is, you know, they reeing up with a young stable of fighters now. And they seem to have their eye pretty much on Upton.
Thank God. I mean, that's a blessing, you know, and that's evident of what the coaches are doing here, you know. Because it's a million fighters, but they got the spotlight on us.
How proud of you?
Man, I'm happy, man. It's a dream come true. You know, all the gyms want that, you know, they want that position. And I pray that they get it, you know. I just thank God we have it right now. And while we have it, we're going to take advantage of it, you know. And I want to thank Mayweather Promotions. Yeah.
How's that road been from when you first started here up then to now? You think you're finally getting the recognition?
Well, when I first came into boxing, man, well, teaching kids, I did it for the passion. I wasn't thinking about no money. I was just, you know, helping the kids. I like to see kids happy, man, and they happy when they come here. It just so happened when you're doing things right, money just come with it. So, you know, I tell the kids now, don't chase the money, chase the win. You get the win, keep getting the wins, then money gonna come.
You know, with that being said, do you find the young kids getting impatient?
Some of them do. They don't
because of what they see on social media. They see the flash, they see the money.
Themselves to other people, and they feel like they're not moving fast, and somebody come in and manipulate them to make different moves, and they find out the game is wicked. It's too late now. You know, you made that move, you signed your name on the wrong piece of paper, then you stuck.
Now, is that the downside of social media, where they see these images, because you're only going to put your best image out there anyway. They don't see the struggles that you go through and to where you got to that point. Right. They only see the instant. Well, okay, he got this, he got that. I want that too.
You gotta crawl, or walk, then fly. Be patient. It's coming.
Now, I gotta ask you. Talk about December 28th, Coach.
December 28th, ATL. What? Gervonta versus Gamboa. I have to go with inside 5 rounds.
Whoa. So you still predict another inside 5 rounds?
Inside 5 rounds.
You know, with him, you know, he wants to make a statement to saying that he's not done. You know, he did what he had to do at Royal Farms, you know, to get to this point to where he's able to match up with Tank on this one. And
man, I said time and time again, Tank is a different type of fighter, man. I mean, your face could be 1 second, your face could be just as pretty as Muhammad Ali. Tank can touch you with one punch, and it will be leaking. We don't know where he get this power from. He will split your wig in 1 second. And ain't no 130 pound, 135 pound man gonna take it for 12 rounds. I don't see it.
I remember you talked about it one time. You said you're gonna put the vest on to see what Tank punching power is like.
Anybody to come in here, put the bodysuit on, line up 10 fighters of your choice, let him hit you in the gut, and then let Tank hit. Man, he penetrates the bodysuit, man. We have a few other fighters in here that penetrate, but Tank is 130 pounds. He penetrates the bodysuit. If he hit you in the head with a shot, man, it's a wrap. It ain't going past 5 rounds. You heard from me first.
Hey man, I really appreciate your time today, Coach, on the ropes, giving your thoughts on Malik. I definitely will be here for the press conference.
Also, we have Malik Iceman on the card.
Oh, he's gonna be on that 28th?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh man, he's staying active.
You gonna see him again? You gonna see him in action? We had a first round knockout the last couple months ago. So we coming right back on Tank undercard again, and we gonna make it work.
So he putting that 140 on notice then, the way he's moving.
Yeah, we ain't playing.
You know, Regis.
And, hopefully we'll have Lorenzo Chuck Simpson on the card. Yeah,
because you know he's fighting on November 16th.
Hopefully we can get him on the card as well. So we were trying to tweak some things up, and we see the whole team out there.
Oh wow.
You know?
Oh, you know, I would definitely make that travel. You know, my mom's down there in Atlanta, so
y'all tune in. We ain't playing.
Not playing.
Tune in. And anybody looking for some spawn, feel free to come to Upton Boxing anytime. Call us a dead head so we can set it up. Come on in and get to work.
And you know Bernard waiting on that call.
It's a family affair. Bernard, come on in. He come get some work.
All right.
That's my man.
All right.
Yeah.
You here on the ropes with Coach Kenny Ellis up here at Upton.
Peace.
We out.
Y'all get y'all t-shirt.
Appreciate it.